Hey there, Keisha K here. Today we're going to talk about how you can get targeted traffic to your website, your products, or services using Facebook ads. And this is not your typical Facebook ads training or video or any of that. I want to talk about what is actually working and what I've seen time and time again done very, very wrong in Facebook ads. So tons of people have been using Facebook ads for a number of years. They've been out for quite some time. It's still a great way to target your audience and those that are interested or would be interested in your products and services. So I would suggest that if you have not given Facebook ads a try, it might be something that you seriously want to think about using. We also have others that have tried it. It's almost like you have a love-hate relationship with Facebook ads, right? There's those that have tried it that have lost quite a bit of money. And a lot of that has to do with the targeting. When we do not properly target, we're not able to really hit the audience that we're trying to connect with. And in turn, we basically spend a whole bunch of money not connecting with the right people and not getting the results, not getting the conversions, not even sometimes getting the traffic. So what I want to talk about is what I've seen that has been done wrong and things that you can do to fix that and have greater success with your Facebook ads. So diving in. When you go into the Facebook ad dashboard, there are several different layers of targeting that you're able to set up. One, there's basic targeting as it relates to the location, the gender, the age range of your ideal audience, and then also like language. And then we have the more advanced targeting when it gets into the interest. So for the most part, some of the basic stuff, many of us get right, okay? There's a couple things that we could tweak in that area, but for the most part, that's not where things go wrong. I do want to mention a couple things though with the basic targeting. If you are a local business and are trying to pull from your local community, you want to make sure that your location, you don't just leave that at the default, that you do check that and make sure that it says people that live in that radius. That's what you want to target, because you don't want just people that are passing through or that are on vacation for a week or two and now they're gone, they're in another state or whatever. You want actually people that are there in your local community. So that is a good thing to check and make sure that that selection is selected before you start running your ads. The other thing that you want to do that kind of gets overlooked every now and again is the age range. So whatever your age range is, your current customer base, whatever that age range looks like, whatever is standard for the industry, if you're just starting new, whatever that is, make sure to modify the age range to that age range in Facebook. Don't leave it at the default, and I believe the default is 18 plus or something like that. You'll want to change that because it'll give you more of a targeted audience that has more potential to convert once the traffic comes through. And that's what's important. Traffic is all about getting the right people to the right place at the right time and being able to convert those individuals into paying customers. That's the whole point. The piece that goes really wrong that I've seen either not used correctly or underutilized is the interest category. I've seen quite a bit where it's not used at all, and it's one of the most important sections in Facebook ads. It allows us to dial down and to niche down our target audience. And you cannot do that any other way but by utilizing that section. So that section in Facebook ads is super, super important. So let me give you an example. So if I'm a coach, and I don't necessarily have to be a coach, it could be for any industry, does not matter what your products and services are, and I use the interest category, but say for example, I put down, you have to have an interest in coaching, and I just leave it at that. So that is super, super broad. It doesn't do much for the interest targeting, and it's probably not going to do significantly well, or it's probably not going to do as well as it could if I factored in several more layers of targeting. So although we can start there, what you need to start thinking about as it relates to your industry is what other interests do your ideal customer have? So So you can start with the coaching, but what other interests do they have even outside of just the business side of things? Are there magazines that they subscribe to? Are there magazines that they, subscribe to online? Are there authority figures in the space that they follow that are respected and all of that? Do you have that going on? Are there certain books that they would read? Whatever it is that your ideal customer is interested in, and it's something that a lot of them are well connected with, those are the types of things you want to target. So for example, if I wanted to target the fitness industry, right? And so one of the things that I probably would do, and I've done before, is I will target like a fitness magazine. I'll go to magazine.com, for example. I will search and filter the most popular fitness magazines, which you can do this for virtually any type of industry. So most industries are there for you to do that at magazines.com. And based on whatever shows up as the most popular magazines, I then will go back into the Facebook ad tool, plug in that particular magazine, and I would target the fan page that is connected to that magazine. Many times if I do that, and like say if I'm doing some type of online program or something like that where it's, it's something that I could do like on a global scale or at least around the country, I will get millions of people that are interested in that particular fan page. So that allows me a second layer of targeting. So I can target fitness or coaching or whatever it is, and then I can target something like a magazine or a book or an authority figure. It just depends on your particular industry how you want to do that. So I would suggest the next time you start setting up a Facebook ad, really dive into the interest category. Think about, maybe jot down the top 3 to 5 main interests that your ideal customer would have, or what is considered popular in your space. What is everyone gravitating to? Is it a person? Is it a TV program? Is it a magazine? Is it a book? Is it a movement? All of these things can be found, and all of these things you can target within the tool. You can also target income. So if you are looking for a certain income bracket, on top of all of these things, if you have a higher price product, you're able to target all of these particular things that I just named, and then you can layer in a target that specifically targets those that are certain income earners. For example, if you have a high price coaching program, and you know that it's not going to be something that you're getting paid minimum wage and your most clients are not going to be able to afford your program. Say if you have a $5,000 program, a $10,000 program. So what you do in order to target high income earners, you can either target by the income bracket, or you can also target like frequent traveler, because with that specific target, that tends to most times be higher income earners. So those are just little tips of how you can really niche down your audience quite a bit. So when you're serving your ads, you're serving to people that are interested and that can actually buy your products and your services. So those are a couple tidbits to help you a little bit with how to kind of navigate the Facebook ad tool, how to get that targeting dialed down and buttoned up. If you have any questions, because I know there's literally like tons, I gave you a couple today, but there's tons of ways you can target. If you have any specific questions with a campaign that you're trying to put together, or you're confused about it, or you're just getting started with it, you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them here somewhere, and I will try to get them all answered if anyone does have any questions. If not, hopefully just implementing this with what we talked about today, was just using that category alone, will help you with your traffic, getting more targeted traffic, because it's not just about getting a bunch of people or traffic, it's about getting targeted traffic. And then my hope is that you will start seeing an increase in your conversions. Everything I do in Facebook has to be targeted. It just can't go any other way whenever I'm putting a campaign together. And I've always done really, really well with it. And so I know that this stuff works and the targeting works. So just make sure you're utilizing that, because I see so often that it's underutilized and we're not getting the full benefit of having this amazing tool. So again, that's it for me today. I hope that helps you out and kind of demystify some of the Facebook ad stuff. But again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them and I will try to answer them. If you think you have someone on your friend list or there's someone that needs to hear this, be sure to share this video, like it, and do all that good stuff. And that's it for today. So I will see you tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Bye.